breaking down the World Baseball Classic. How do you feel about it so far?
It's been really great. I've been waiting for this 4 years, obviously, all of us baseball nerds. I think the teams are very well made, and some teams are lopsided, but I feel like each team has great heart and soul, and it's been a really fun year. Like, I love it even better. I think it's even better than last year's.
Yeah, well said. So for our first segment, we're going to be breaking down who we think is going to win and showing you the bracket. Let's head there now. All right, so here we have the bracket here on our big screen. And first, we're going to take a look at Pool A. So we have Taichung Taiwan from March 8th to March 12th. We have Chinese Taipei, the host. Then we have the Netherlands, the Kingdom of the Netherlands. They also have Aruba and Curacao. And then we have Cuba, who's pretty good, Italy, and Panama. So that's Pool E. Now for Pool B.
In Pool B, that's taken in Tokyo, Japan. We have Japan, who's they ice you. Their pitching is really good, and like they don't care how long it takes. They'll just ice you. But with the new pitching clock, it might be a little bit different this year. But let's get on. And in Korea, they should be pretty big, a pretty big place there. And for Australia, their baseball is rising up there, and they're getting better. And for China, China's like the biggest country, I think. Maybe India, I don't know.
In this tournament, they're the biggest.
And a banger here, the Czech Republic. My aunt and uncle actually live there, but they're a very small country, and they don't have like any baseball.
And they can be good. You never know.
Yeah, like you never know. Like they proved that they were good enough to make it in. And
okay, so now for our predictions, I'll go first. Pool A, I have the Netherlands are gonna take it, I think, and Cuba is gonna get second. Netherlands might be an underdog, but I think they're gonna take it.
Yeah, well, you have pretty good predictions. Like, honestly, I can't say much for that, but like, Chinese Taipei can't be counted out, and obviously the Netherlands could still win. But Cuba, they have stars there, and let's head on to Pool B.
All right, for Pool B, I think Japan is going to take it by a big margin. I think Korea is going to get second. Right here, Japan and Korea.
Ha-Seong Kim.
I think Ha-Seong Kim's pretty good for Korea, good shortstop. But Shohei Ohtani in Japan, I mean, come on. He's probably going to win.
Like, honestly, he's the fullest player in the MLB right now, I think. For my predictions, West obviously, again, didn't get it that wrong. But I think the Czech Republic, they're definitely an underdog. My aunt and uncle live there. We won't talk about that, though. And I think Japan's going to win. And Korea, they'll probably get second. But they're both really, really good. So anything could happen, I guess.
All right, now on to Pool C. Okay, so this is one of the better pools. Now we have USA. I think they have one of the best rosters in the Classic. I think USA is gonna win. Now for second year, I don't think Great Britain's definitely underdog. Colombia is just kind of in the middle. Between Canada and Mexico, Canada has Freddie Freeman and Tyler O'Neill, but Mexico, Austin Barnes, Randy Arozarena, Alex Verdugo. Probably gonna have to go with Mexico here, and Taijuan Walker, the pitcher. So I'm gonna have to go with Mexico at second.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say again. But for USA, they have 4 Cardinals players, and they're all in the main roster, or they're all starting. And they honestly play like a team, and the MLB is a big thing. So I think that USA is probably going to take it, but Mexico, don't count them out, because they have a lot of MLB players too, and a lot of other good players. So I think they'll be great.
And Mexico beat the USA 11-5 on Sunday. So
anything could happen.
Anything can happen.
It's MLB. Anything can win.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Pool D.
So Pool D, this is a really good pool. Now I think it's really between Puerto Rico, Venezuela, and Dominican Republic. Now Puerto Rico, talent based, probably the best roster in the World Baseball Classic. Dominican Republic is a close second, but I think Puerto Rico's gonna win. Venezuela's gonna get second, but it's gonna be a very close tie between Venezuela and Dominican Republic. But I think Venezuela's gonna get it.
Yeah. For Pool D, I also think that Puerto Rico, like, they haven't ceased to amaze me. Like, keep on doing your thing, Puerto Rico. But, you know, obviously, I think USA is the most clean team. Like, they have the best mechanics, I would say. But Puerto Rico, they have the best raw skill, I would say. And Venezuela, maybe they're second. So, and Dominican Republic, like, they're really good too. Israel, they have Jock Peterson, and only one of them is actually from Israel, and they all have descendants of family. And Nicaragua, they're going to be good too. Like,
they have a really good bullpen.
Yeah, they have a very, very good bullpen. Got some nasty stuff.
And let's just go straight into the championship.
Yeah.
Let's just go. So my championship here, I have... Okay, so technically it wouldn't be... So I would probably go from this side. I would have to pick up. So I would go Japan. And I'm going to go Japan and USA. Japan and USA in the championship. I mean, this is a tough one. I am biased because from USA, but I'm probably going to go with USA. I think they're going to win a close one against Japan in the final.
Yeah, like, honestly, Japan, they have a lot of experience here. And for USA, they also have a lot of experience. And I guess, like, Puerto Rico does too. But I think it's going to be a nail-biter between USA. Extra innings, maybe, like, into the 12th inning, 15th, maybe. Like, I think they're going to get the dub. USA, maybe Puerto Rico, but let's just say it's USA for now. And I think Japan, they're very good. I mean, probably the Cuba will win, but they'll probably beat Cuba by, like, a little bit of a margin.
Yeah.
And I think Japan might win, but probably USA has a bit of, like, 60% chance for USA and, like, 40% chance for Japan, I would say. But that's still good odds for you Japan fans. Like,
yeah. Well, that's our predictions. Now let's head back to the desk for a rosters breakdown. And welcome back. So now we're going to be breaking down the rosters. All right, so I am starting off with Dominican Republic. And first, we have two pitchers that I think are pretty good. We have Sandy Alcantara. I mean, he is nasty stuff. Nasty stuff. And then
at least 100, like.
In his slider. And then we have Brian Abreu, also from the Dominican Republic. So, yeah, let's get down to some catchers. All right, from the catcher that I want to highlight here is Gary Sanchez. Gary Sanchez, great catcher, sometimes on, sometimes out, but he can be, when he's on, he's on. Now let's get into the infielders. All right, so we have Rafael Devers, Wander Franco, Manny Machado, and Ketel Marte. Wow, that's pretty good. I mean, those guys, they play well, and
they all play really hard.
So that's why Dominican Republic has a good roster. And finally, let's go to the outfielders to finish it up here. And we have Teoscar Hernandez. I think Teoscar Hernandez is pretty good. We have Julio Rodriguez and Juan Soto. I think
Eloy Jimenez, don't count him out. He has a lot of power.
Also, as another infielder, we have Gene Segura, who's good. And the DH is Nelson Cruz.
Oh my God. For USA, a team that I would like to point out, USA. Okay, so for the pitchers, I would like to point out Lance Lynn and Adam Wainwright, two very good veterans, and I think they'll put on a show for us. And they've at least played for, I know Adam Wainwright's at least played for like 12 years. And for the catcher, I would like to just point out basically like Will Smith. He's a popping off rookie. I remember that one rookie season. He might get that back, but he's never ceased to amaze me. And for the infielders, I would like to point out Trey Turner, Tim Anderson, and Paul Goldschmidt. And for the outfielders, I would like to point out Mookie Betts, who's a pretty long veteran. Y'all know he has a 12-year contract with the Dodgers, so they'll still have Mookie, like some insurance there. And there's a popping off star, Cedric Mullins, who last year was on fire. He had like a 380 average at one point. And for the last but not least,
cannot forget about him.
Of course I did, West, but
he's like
Mike Trout.
Yeah, Mike Trout is the maybe best baseball player right now.
Yeah,
in the world.
In the world. And another good player, like the second best player, maybe he might be better than him, Shohei Ohtani on Japan. They can't play each other
until the championship. This could be the best
if
matchup.
they get to the championship, that'll make my year.
This could be the matchup of the decade, the world, the century. It's the two best
millennial,
two
whatever.
best baseball players in the world
right now. Yeah, and they can't play each other because they're both on the Angels. So,
but we'll have to see.
Wait.
March 21st is the championship. We'll have to see. I'm Wes. That's Henry. This has been Talk of the West World Baseball Classic Breakdown. Make sure to leave a like and subscribe. See you next time on Talk of the West.